first ever episode of the Red Sucker Lake High School Scene, a podcast hosted by Vance, who is me. Now, some of you might already be familiar with me, and some of you might not be. Well, if you don't know who I am, I'm one of the students. And you might be wondering, why is that boy starting a podcast? Well, I'm bored. Okay. I'm just kidding. I want to connect with the students and with friends and people, people who I don't know and people who are already familiar with me. So, so that's why I started this podcast. And of course, I uh, I I want to invite some people on interviews, maybe in future episodes. So maybe you could be picked on here one day. Anyways, on our first ever episode, we'll be talking about OLI. Of course, of course, of course. Many of you might already be familiar with what it's about. Well, but some of you people may not be familiar with what the whole thing is about. So I guess I'll explain to you. OLI, known as Outside Looking In, is a dance program. It's located in Canada. Now, now OLI is very popular with many indigenous teens. Of course, me myself. Now, recently, OLI has come to Red Sucker Lake. Of course, the first rehearsal was yesterday. So I like to give a big shout out to I like to give a big shout out to the dance instructor Queenie. She's very great and she's very good with her dance moves. Now now like I said, I was going to explain OLI. OLI is very popular with many indigenous teenagers in Canada. The program, which was first started back in 2007, was it was first founded. It was I'm assuming it was probably I'm assuming it was probably very small. It wasn't very big when it first started. Like like you know, like, it was probably someone's idea. Someone's idea. It's one person thinking they can connect with many indigenous teenagers from Canada. They're like, hey, why don't we start a little program called Outside Looking In? Connect with connect with teenagers, connect with native teenagers, and help them help them help them succeed in the future. If they want to become a maybe they could succeed one day. That's what they probably thought. So they were incorporated in Toronto, and I'm assuming they went to many reserves around the country. They go to many reserves around the country. In fact, they so you probably better watch out. You better watch out. Maybe they could be in your reserve right now. You know. So I was saying. So yeah, that's how it started. Oil I started in 2007, and they came around to to reserves. They want to help indigenous teenagers to succeed, so they could become future leaders. Maybe become future leaders one day. I believe some probably won't. I'm scared. I'm scared. I believe you. Anyways, I'm sorry if I stutter so much. Jeez, can't even help it. Because I get my words mixed up and I get my sentences mixed up too because I can't really say full sentences. Like I can't even say that word sentence without having to click my tongue, like put my tongue on my teeth. Anyways, anyways, since uh, since oil I started, since oil I started 18 years ago, it's really impacted many teenagers from around the country. Many Aboriginal teenagers. It really influenced them. There's many past dancers who had an incredible journey with oil art. I mean, they're very successful. You know, so sometimes we want to be successful, but there's a bunch of challenges that comes to us. There's the dancing is pretty hard. So fast. I experience it and like it's very fast. But I was dancing right, and and well, I got lost while dancing because I almost twisted my ankle. At one point. I was very scared. I would actually twist my ankle. That's what I always fear. I was even when I bent, people were probably like, people were like, ew. Okay, I don't know. I should have said that. It's like, anyways, it's kind of embarrassing when we can't do things. That's how I felt. Like you wanna start this. I was very I'm very worried. I'm very worried I might actually twist my ankles one of these days. One of these rehearsals. They're very hard, but hell, it was only the first day yesterday, so it doesn't really matter. Anyways, I need to really stop saying anyways. I'm not really good with my speaking. I'm kind of like you know. So which I believe is there's many. I believe that many students in the Red Circle Lake Reserve have succeeded in OLI before. No, there's actually some students I can name up. Well, who went to Toronto to dance on the big stage. Good students. Uh, there's this one girl. Her name is Winona Chavis. She's she was very successful. She went all the way to the end, and I'm assuming she's been dancing in the oil. She's been dancing in the OLI since I first came to Red Central Lake back in 2022, and yeah, she's been dancing for a while, you know, and I believe, and I believe she was very happy about. Okay, that's so awkward. I'm assuming she was very happy. There was this other student. I think her name was Maya Evans. She's a fine beauty, I may say. Okay, don't let that. Okay, no hard. Okay, no hard feelings against you. She was. Anyways, she's probably also been in the OLI since 2022. It's pretty great for her. Pretty great that she got to stand on the stage in Toronto. You know, like you wanna you wanna go on the stage. You have to. I don't say. Anyways, and I remember this other student. His name was Jade Harper. He was very successful at school, and he was also very successful in the OLI since it first began in 2022. You know, he was dancing all the way. He was dancing all the way since it began. And I always seen him. He always had the good looks on him. He had good looks, good personality. He was very good. And And no matter what challenges he went through in the OLI, he didn't quit once. I mean, it must have been very tiring for must have been tiring. It must have been very tiring for them. And you know, I tell in the end, but in the end, they printed all their hard work so they could go to Toronto. That's what it's all about, hard work. That's what I hear. That's what Winona told me. She told me that it was about hard work because think about it, if you were in the think about imagine you're an astronaut going on the imagine you're an astronaut, right? Like you're in astronaut training and you have to you're going on a mission to space, right? So you have to put all the force into the you have to put all the force you have to put all that force into you. If you want to make it to space, you have to like I said, you have to put all the force you have to put all the force into you. Because if you don't succeed in astronaut camp, you might not go to space. you know you might make a wrong move or a wrong mistake. So yeah, just think it like that. But then you know what? I think what the most exciting part about OLI is the OLI camp. Where the OLI camp is in Toronto, which is at the I believe it's at the Tim Hortons camp. A campsite where students go during the OLI rehearsals. I mean, hell, I hear they don't even make the boys and girls sleep in the same cabin. They wanna, you wanna get a little, you wanna get a little, you wanna get a little dirty there. I was kidding. I was kidding. That's a little weird. Anyways, so that's why I'm gonna review one of the best students in the OLI. Okay, so we can start from 1 to 7. Okay, so the first student I'm gonna review is well, the first student on the list is Winona. Yeah, Winona. She's very great. She's very talented. She knows how to. She really knows how to dance. And she really knows how to keep up with the progress. That's very good for her. So, I mean, hell, the first time OLI started in 2022, she probably went to Toronto right away. She got to she got to go on stage. She got to go on stage and she got to go on stage and experience the spotlight. That's what I always want to experience too. But luckily for her, she got to experience. I even heard she appeared on news. On news from the last OLI season. She appeared on she appeared on she appeared on television, national television. When they were interviewing for Outside Looking In, I think in Toronto. She was probably very very lucky. Like you wanna go to Toronto? Fine, fine. You wanna be on news, and that's what I probably like to hear. She was very lucky to be on news. I mean, I wish I could be on news too, but Winona, yeah, girl, you get to appear on the news, and you get to be in the OLI. Yeah, so that's why I can rate her. I can rate her out of 10. Yeah, that's how much I rate her. The best real OG OLI dancer. And I would like to also thank, I also like to thank the people at OLI for making this necessary for her. Yeah. And so the second one I would like to rate is Jade Harper. You know, think about him. It's been a while since I've seen Jade. I don't know if he's gonna listen to this, but let's just say the kid with the boy, the student with the big hair. I mean, I mean, look at his hair, I mean, that's some hair, no offense to you, though. Well, so, uh, so yeah, he's very good, He's very talented. I gotta say, I'm not gonna lie, very talented. Like damn, you can really keep up with yourself, and you can really keep those dance moves up, even without messing up. He doesn't mess up a bit, not even a single bit. And but I just want to know is I don't know if he'll ever come back to Red Circle Lake, but I don't know where he went. But I just wish he was. I just still wish he was here because OLI doesn't really feel the same without him. I also wish. I also wish I also wish that about Winona too. I forgot this. Anyways, yeah, Jade was very good. He had pride in he had pride in himself. He really kept it. He really kept that in himself. He knew he was gonna go to Toronto. So so what he did was he kept succeeding. Yeah. So oh yeah, he's also good at volleyball. If you don't know, damn, you could really hit those serves good. You could really spike the ball too. I mean, I wish I could hit the ball like that too. Anyways, the third stone I'm gonna. Anyways, yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to read. I rate Jade out of 10 out of 10 too. Way to go, Jade. Keep it up and you'll become a famous person one day. Okay, that sounds a little like sarcasm, but no offense though. Anyways, another stone I would like to rate. Her name is Maya Evans. Of course, if you don't know her, she's that girl with the ponytail, the ponytail and the pink hair. Okay, not too pink, but just pink on the ponytail. Anyways, she's very good. I mean, well, like very good. I gotta say, like like Winona and Jade, she also knows how to keep up with the progress. I like to also, I like to think of her as one of the most popular students in the school. Like, like she can really keep up a performance. Like you see her right, like one of these days, maybe one of the high school boys would see her and say, "Damn, that girl's fine." They walk up to her, she shows off her nice dance moves. She learned from OLI. I just want to say is, but don't take this offensively, but there's some reason you kind of, you do kind of get a little tired, I know you sometimes get tired from OLI, but maybe if you tried harder, maybe you can. Okay, I still not. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. You're not. You're very good, Mia. And very good, Mia. I don't know what else to say though. You're very good though. Yeah. You're very good. That's all I can say. Very good. In fact, you're fantastic. I could give you both thumbs up. Well, I don't know. I'm actually giving you both thumbs up right now. I mean, I know you can't see it, but yeah, you can't really see it. Anyways, so yeah, I rate her from 10 out of 10. Or no, actually 9 out of 10. Versus because I'm only giving her a 9 out of 10 is because she sometimes sits in the corner. Sometimes when we're all sitting in a circle. Anyways, for our first student, I would like to rate Savannah McDougal. You can't forget about her too. I mean, she's a very good student, a very good OLI dancer, I'd say. Just like the rest of the three, she can also keep up with the dance moves, and she can also keep up with the progress of what instructor is doing. I mean, you know, just like I hear, Maya and Savannah are like partners in crime. They're always together. Like they're like both of them are like two besties. I mean, one of them can't even. Some of them can't even get a single day out without each other. I mean, you know, they're like to each other. You go, girl. you know. Anyways, so yeah, just like the three of them. It's like the three of them. She's also very good. You know, she can really keep up the performance. But damn, girl, you really gotta cut your hair short. Because you have a really, your hair nearly reaches up to the hips. Okay, no offense about your, no, no offense how it looks, but it actually looks very good. You know, don't cut the hair. Don't cut the hair short. You look good with long hair. I mean, you can really tie a ponytail that long. So yeah, I rate her, just like Maya, I rate her 9 out of 10. Yeah. Okay, I should probably stop rating girls. Now I'll cut out the worst ones. For uh, for number 5, I would like to rate another student, and of course, he's in my class. His name is Toby Monias. Oh, sorry. Is it Monias? No, Monias. His name is Toby Monias. Yeah, Toby. He's a very good dancer. I mean, that's also sarcastic when I say he's a very good dancer. That sounds so sarcastic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No offense. But yeah, he's a very good dancer. Trust me. He really also knows how to keep up with himself. You know, he knows how to keep up with the progress. That's what that's what it's about. Keeping up with the progress. That's what if your friends can do it, then you can do it too. And I have nothing else to say about Toby except he holds a grudge sometimes. So yeah, I'll rate him 8 out of 10. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Yeah, you go, boy. So for number 6, I would like to rate another student who's in my class. Of course, he's the he's the youngest brother. He's the younger brother of Jade Harper. I would like to introduce Mr. Falcon Harper. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, Falcon, of course, he used to have long hair before, which I don't know why he cut it to make it look like his brothers. Anyways, he's very good. I mean, just like those stories, he can also keep up with the progress. He can keep up with the progress. He can really keep up with the progress. And like I seen him one time. He can actually kick hard. Harder than his friends. He can kick very hard, very hardly, and he can you know it's like he can touch the moon. He listens very good to it. Sometimes you can just see his sometimes you could okay, no offense, but sometimes you could see his bottom crack. Okay, no offense, but you really need to pull up your pants, man. You really need to. Okay, no offense to you, no offense to you. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Okay. No hard feelings though. Anyways, so yeah, I would like to. I would like to rate him. I would like to rate him. I would like to rate him 9 out of 10. I'm just only. I'm only giving him 9 because his crack's always showing. Okay, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, okay, don't take it too seriously. I'm just kidding. Okay, okay, don't take it so seriously. You're a real good boy. Okay, you're a real good boy, Falcon. Anyways, the last student I would like to rate is the last student I would like to rate is he's another student in my class. Of course, he has the most waviest hair you could ever seen. I mean, the most waviest hair. I would like to introduce. I would like to introduce Mr. William Harper. Of course, you can also call him anything you want. You can call him Bill or Billy. You know, but just we'll just call him William. That's a more common name. Because I think Bill sounds too old for him. Anyways, William is also a great student, and he's also very good at dancing. Just like his friends and classmates, he can really hit the sky with his legs. You know, and with his goofy behavior, he can really lay up a room. He can really can really hit the spotlight. He can really hit the spotlight when he dances. It's like this one time this one time he okay, I don't know anything about him, but every time he walks into the classroom, he points his finger to his friend. It's like like that. Points him like, "Hey, boy, what's up? What's up, bro? How you doing?" I like to, yeah, that's what he is. So William is I rate him 9 out of 10 too. So yeah, these are the 7 best students, and the OLI, and yeah, since then they since then OLI since when OLI first came to Red Sucker, they really succeeded, and they actually got to go to Toronto. So yeah, so yeah, so yeah, they all get so yeah. And one day I believe they'll succeed too. So so let's get to the point. Now, why OLI? Now, every year, maybe every 2 or 3 years, OLI comes to a different indigenous reserve in Canada. You know, when the contract is signed with another school, they come to that school and they teach the teenagers, mostly in middle school or high school, to on how to dance. It's very fun. It's very fun for them. Like you go on the very fun for them. You wanna succeed. You have to. I hear that if you want to succeed, the secret key is to join OLI. I mean, OLI can really help you with your OLI. OLI. I get the words mixed up, like I said earlier. Anyways, OLI can really help you succeed in school. They can help you with your academic growth. Your they can help you get extra credit. So if you want that extra credit, and if you're stuck on homework, or if you're worried that you're not gonna, if you're worried that you're if you're worried that your credit is going very down, just join OLI. It's that simple. Just sign a form online. And remember, always come to school. Anyways, so yeah, there's also the ABCs of OLI. There's academic growth. I don't know I forgot what they said. Hold on. I think I have a paper somewhere here. Hold on. I think I'm too tired to. I'm too tired to. I'm too tired to. Type against them. But yeah, there's the ABCs of OLI. They can really help understand what the whole program is about. Then yeah, just checking out this water bottle I have here. It's very good. It's very good. You should really get this water bottle. I mean, it's like a it's a water bottle that has a filter in it, so the water will never get, the water will never get old overnight, that happens to when I drink tap water. Anyways, if you really want to succeed, all you just have to throw is OLI, because it's very good. But, there's a way, and if you go to Toronto, if you, oops, sorry, that's a burp there. If you really want to succeed, all you just have to find OLI. The next step with OLI is once you make it, maybe all the way to April, you get to go to Toronto. That's right. Yes, that's right. You get to go to Toronto, and you get to perform. You get to perform on stage. You get to perform on the stage. You get to perform on the stage. You see how it feels, Succeed on stage and go dancing, wave your arms around, kick the air, jump around, I mean, I know it gets tiring. It gets tiring for me too. Like I said, I almost twisted my ankle earlier over there, but that's what part of life is, It's exercising. I might sound like a teacher, but this could really help, So I'm just gonna say this. Educational word is stay in OLI. Trust me, you'll need it. You really need it, I mean, don't just sit there. Don't just sit on the gym floor or side, Don't just sit around. When you just do that, who are you really? You just a terrible person? No, you're not terrible. You're just lazy, You're not succeeding when you do that. If you want to hit the big one, you have to keep on dancing. Even if it gets tired, you have to keep on going. I seen some students in the OLI who was just sitting around. I'm not gonna say the names, but they were just sitting around though. Just sitting around on the floor. This one girl was sitting on the floor, just using her phone. Yeah, so yeah, you don't want to be like that. And I don't know. I don't know if she thinks I'm referring to her, but I don't think she is. But yeah, don't be lazy, even if you're listening, girl. Anyways, so yeah, that's part of me ends up in. For me, it always ends up with crap. Anyways, sometimes, when I really want to succeed, I sometimes accidentally try too hard. During OLI, I was like, I was very crapping tired. My legs were killing me. My feet was killing me. I almost collapsed too. But yeah. So I don't wanna see you. I don't wanna see you maggots just sitting around. Take a hike. Okay, that's my best impression of a sergeant. Anyways, I want you to. I don't know what to say now, but yeah. So yeah, OLI is back in Red Sucker. Yeah. Let's go, OLI. Come on. Outside looking in. Outside looking in. Outside looking in. Yeah. We got this, team Red Sucker Lake. Yeah. Yeah, we got this. So yeah. I guess that's a wrap for our first ever episode. I hope you enjoyed listening for today. Now, like I said earlier, my name is Vance Knott, and you are listening to the Red Sucker Lake High School Scene, a podcast hosted by me, your host. And on our next episode, I'll be interviewing one of our OLI dancers. One of our, he's in the program, but he didn't make it that much. But I'll be talking to him though on his impact. Okay. So So yeah. So remember, remember, I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you goddamn people snagging them girls up. Okay, I'm kidding. Anyways, so that's wrap. Bye.